Alright, so we are going to dig into our form-based design 2. What it can look like, this is a little bigger than what you guys are going to do, but this is what it can look like. This is not finished, but it's in process. And what I want to go over first is the line work. Every drawing starts with a lay-in, so let me show you what this drawing's lay-in looks like. Step 1 is we are going to draw lines that are vertical-ish, but have, they have an S-curve, or if you want to call it like a C-curve. You want them to be interesting, and you want them to be intentionally placed and well-spaced. Whether or not something is done well is also going to depend on the size of the piece of paper you're using. So for this piece, I would say alright, so I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your mileage may vary. After you do your 5 going up and down, one line is going to go across. And this is our decider line. Above this line are contours, and if you think back to the line-based design, this is it right here. Above this line, the contours go up. And you'll notice that just like in the line-based design, they like echo each other. And below this line, the contours go down. I would strongly recommend you do your line work first before moving on to any value. Up. Down. So it's not going to bore you to tears by finishing this whole thing. I think you guys kind of get the gist. So let's talk about how we apply value. So I have a toned piece of paper. My people here with me in person, you will get a toned piece of paper. Digital folks will figure that out. So what I like to do is I like to make sure that I'm using a flat part of my pencil so that it doesn't totally dig in. And I start by just kind of like, and you're going to notice that this paper has a different tooth, but I start by just kind of using a gentle small circle. And, is this maybe just a really thick line, right? That's one way to think of it. And I'm getting lighter and lighter as I get to the center. All right, it's grounded. We can start to think about gradient. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock in and resist the temptation to go full force and just really hammer it down. Because there's a final bonus step I want to show you guys to this. But I am on the heavier end of the pressures I apply pigment with. Now I'm going to kind of create the transition. The tooth of this paper is really interesting. It adds a really nice kind of appeal to there's a texture. It's kind of nice. The bonus steps are, we have here a violet, and if you recall, when we did our shape-based design, you may have noticed that complements lowered each other's intensity, and I said to you, low intensity is not a bad thing. If you look at the color wheel, across from violet is yellow. This cool yellow, Spanish orange, is just fine. I'm going to use that to push back the edges. These two colors are blending on the paper. They are lowering each other's intensity. And then I'm also going to pick up this putty beige, and I'm going to put it in the center, and it's going to kind of create a little bit of a highlight. You can also use white. With the blends, you want to be judicious. You want to apply the color lightly. If you apply the color too heavy, it's kind of no bueno. But this and that have a complement and a light neutral. So complement on the edge, light neutral. These two were just one color. So maybe you didn't see the difference. Maybe you're still learning to see the difference. That's okay. Wherever you're at, just know where you're at. Thank you for watching this demo. And the in-group crowd is gonna get started. But if you're following along digitally, best of luck to you.